So 5 pros and cons of Kailua.
Yeah.
You ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Go. Stay to the end because I had a hard time coming up with cons actually, but my guy here kind of threw one out, so I have a bonus con. I don't know if he really knows what I'm gonna say here.
Okay.
And I'll have to take that one because it's a little.
That's on you. I don't need it.
Okay. First pro.
Beautiful walkable beach.
If you live in Kailua, you like wake up. There's like a whole community of people. That's their morning routine.
Yeah.
Is the sunset and the walkable beach every morning.
Walkable beach, dog friendly,
Most
family friendly.
walkable beachy town on the island.
Yeah, easy. Your baby not gonna drown because there's not like huge surf breaking on the waves or
Might
breaking
get
on the
Portuguese
beach.
man-o-war. Oh,
Definitely.
Bonus con.
Bonus con.
Jellyfish.
Portuguese man-o-war.
Jellyfish on that side.
Yeah.
Next pro.
Kailua town.
It's really like the only town that you, like town square outside of Metro Honolulu.
Yeah, where
Like-
you got like coffee shops, pubs, little boutiques,
Morning
morning brew. You got a Down to Earth, a Whole Foods, UFC
Multiple
gym,
breweries.
bars.
Down to Earth is like another Whole Foods. Used
Like-
bookstore, Indian food, Lanikai juice. One of the places you can spend a Sunday morning, and especially if you could walk there or whatever, right? Number 3, I wrote down multiple neighborhoods. Ewa Beach has a lot of different suburb communities. Mililani has its own pockets. But Kailua, there's like Aikahi is different than Enchanted Lake, is different than Norfolk, is different than the beachy part of Kailua, you know, Coconut Grove and the Kailua beach side. Lanikai is its own thing, and there's only 50 houses or whatever. There's so many facets to Kailua, and it's its own little subculture. Multiple neighborhoods within this place called Kailua, and that's kind of cool.
Next pro, easy commuting town.
Yeah, I mean, as far as commutes go on the island,
Yeah.
Kailua is one of the better ones
You got
outside
that-
of living in town.
Yeah.
Which we don't say the city in Hawaii, we say town. Kailua town is one of the better commutes, right? So H3 through the mountains, Pali through the mountains. If you had to go Rike.
Also, that's like the nicest drive. To me, arguably, H3, the drive through on the H3.
The views.
Is
I
like
mean,
the
beauty
nicest.
overall.
People tell me that all the time. Like, oh, like Howie Young was like,
Shout out Howie.
The view coming through there. It's like Jurassic Park, right? Like, it's just
Well,
like.
literally.
It is
Especially
Jurassic-
H3
it's like
is
Jurassic
literally
Park,
is
yeah.
Jurassic Park. That's where they filmed it, right? Kaneohe side. Oh, wait. I want to say too. If you had to go the other ways to get to Kailua, which are not, you would only do if there's like a road blockage. If you gotta go Hawaii Kai side, one of the most beautiful drives on earth.
That's,
Weather.
That's a pro?
Hold your horses.
Okay.
Weather's a pro because Kailua is not as hot as Ewa. If you don't like the rain and cold, probably more rainy than most spots on the island, but it's not like Seattle.
It's also not like just Kaneohe, its neighbor, which is like way
Kaneohe
rainier.
is more rainy, right?
Yeah.
And it depends. If you're in like Olomana, you know, Maunawili, these places are more rainy than like Aikahi or Lanikai, right? So the weather on average, as long as you're not so entitled like us Hawaiians, is pretty amazing. Not too hot, not too cold.
Okay, so we hit 5. That's
We
5.
hit 5. We're
5
saving,
pros.
saving one for the bonus round.
Okay, let's move over to cons.
Okay, cons. It's expensive.
It is expensive.
I mean, Hawaii as a whole is expensive. Oahu as a whole is expensive. A lot of people go, we would love Kailua.
Yeah.
But we can only afford Ewa because we do need a 3-bedroom.
Yes.
Like we hear that all the time, right?
Yeah. You can get like a Ewa Beach single family house a lot of times for the same price you can get a condo in Kailua for.
It is what it is.
All those pros we talked about, it comes with a higher price tag.
Comes with a price, which
yeah.
is the first con. With a recent client who is like, you know, I'm really drawn to Black Point and to these places. I could do Kailua, like I have no budget limitation. But you challenged them. You said, how do you feel about like tourists?
Yeah, tourists. Yeah.
Lanikai is everyone's parking to go to sneak into the beach or to the hike, just drive through. Depending on where you live in Kailua, you're very likely to experience just tourists coming through all the time.
Yep.
So if you wouldn't have lived in Waikiki because you don't like tourists, then Kailua is not as dense as Waikiki, but there's more tourists in Kailua than probably any other town. North Shore.
North Shore too. I mean,
It's
you're gonna get
one of the
tourists.
more tourist-packed towns.
Yeah.
So like pass her through.
You don't want people who don't live there in your neighborhood, then Kailua might not be for you.
My third con, which I was having a hard time coming up with cons for Kailua. It really is hard. Lack of surf, and I'll also equate that to location.
Yeah.
You're not really near, like Kailua town is amazing, but you're not really near
Like
anything else. You have all the beauty of Kailua, but if you want to do something else, you got to go into town. If you want to go like North Shore, that's a long drive.
Yeah.
If you
No
want to
matter
go
which way
like
you
West
go, it's
Side,
long.
Ko'olina, Water Park, like anything west to central, those places are far for us. And eventually, even if you're like from California, like I commute 100 miles each way, it'll eventually become far because you'll get used to this. You're conditioned to Hawaii. Bad location for anything that's not Kailua. But also no more surf. I mean, there are places to surf. You can go outside the moke. If you're skilled enough, maybe you can go half point, full point. But probably most people watching this not going half point, full point.
I mean, like, We used to like easy kind board on like the back side of Flat Island.
There's some,
But it's so, you gotta like paddle so far. There's not like
novelty and nothing notable.
you get like wind waves on the shore sometimes, and you'll see like little Grammies messing around with their shortboards there. But like when I see people going out at like Kalama Beach Park and they all have like longboards and stuff, I'm like, what are you guys doing? That's kook action. Everybody who surfs knows that there's not really nothing going on.
Yeah, because if
over
you
there.
stand up on the little like very sloped beach break, like you just stand up and it's all done.
Yeah,
There's no power. And then I'll throw the jellyfish back into that.
Yeah.
Kailua, if you are gonna go enjoy Kailua Beach, if it's windy, if the moon's the right phase, whatever, guarantee you
Kite
get stuck.
surfing, like that kind of stuff.
Kayaking, kite
e-foiling,
surfing.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah, plenty of wind. There's lots of wind there, so that kind of stuff for sure.
Again, hard to come up with cons for Kailua. Commute.
Which was a pro though.
Commute is a pro because if you're gonna have to choose to live not in the urban metro like Honolulu area, Kailua is one of the coastal places with a more predictable. They're not building more in Kailua. It's not like a 10,000 home suburb coming up in Kailua.
Yeah.
So commute's pretty predictable, pretty consistent, and beautiful. But there is a commute. Commuting to anything else, North Shore, Water Park, West Side beaches. So Kailua is a beautiful beach. It's a different thing than West Side. West Side is like majestic, deep beach, and deep blue waters. It's like an hour plus to go do that. Commute's pro and con. And then I'll go back to weather. It's gonna be too rainy for some people.
Yeah, it is going to be. You have the Ko'olau Mountains right there. You're really close to those mountains, so more rainy. Also, because the way the sun sets behind there, you kind of lose light a little bit earlier than the rest of the island does.
That's true.
It gets darker on that side quicker. I mean, which is not terrible, but I mean, for a lot of people, that makes a difference. It matters to you. How much sunlight am I going to get? The sun's going to go down at 5:15. Like, my whole day is over. I can't go for a run now, whatever. So
it's a real thing.
Sun goes down sooner behind the Ko'olaus.
Sprinkly and dark in the afternoons, even earlier.
Yeah.
All right, bonus pro, walkability. Outside of downtown Honolulu or town, the Honolulu metro area, there is no more walkable place than Kailua in Hawaii. Now, could you live in Mililani next to a shopping center? But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like walking to everything. Nature, beaches, eateries, breweries, park, hikes. You can like walk to a hike, walk to the beach in the same day. There is no more walkable town than Kailua.
And it's all flat too, so you can just like walk and ride your bike anywhere.
Yeah, beach cruiser. You're gonna have a bike other places, you might need some gears. Switch the gears up. Now in Kailua, you can just, fix
Cruise.
it. And bonus con.
That's all you. I don't need, especially the way you wrote that. Like,
there can be eccentrics and some problems here and there. As with any beach town, as with any tourist town, and as with any place where there's a big disparity between wealth and poverty, you can experience people with substance abuse, and also like some kind of eccentric elitist as well at times. I was just trying to come up with a bonus con. We have footage of like obviously someone on drugs like yelling at the air. We have a story of a kind of elitist who literally killed someone who's close to someone we know. In a boating accident. But these aren't Kailua specific. That's probably not going to happen. They're probably not going to experience that. On this channel, we try to get nuanced and detailed and kind of outrageous for you sometimes.
All right, guys, so that was a real short one for you, a quick hitter. 5 pros and cons about Kailua. If you want to know more. Oh, sorry, bonuses. 2 bonuses.
We have 2 long-form videos on Kailua. We shot one more recently with Mahi and I, and we shot one a long time ago with just me. So go watch our long-form content on Kailua as well.